Hey guys, Stacy Guys of the Games here. Today, I'm going to be doing my showcase for the movie Captain Marvel, which should be coming out either today or tomorrow night, or tonight, I guess. I don't know. It depends if this comes on the 7th or the 8th. I'm filming this on the 7th. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Showcase for I have young Nick Fury and I have Miss Marvel in her bluish green suit. I don't have much else to say. Hope the movie's good. Now let's get started with the showcase with Nick Fury. Okay, so we're here with Mr. Glass. Nick Fury. His face. I guess we'll start on the face. That's the thing I spent the most time on. The rest of his body, I really didn't care about. But his face, it's okay. I spent a while on it, but I was really sick when I painted it, with the exception of the pupils. The pupils I painted yesterday. Yeah. But I was really sick when I painted his face, and don't ask me why, but I couldn't concentrate at all. So I ended up making a fairly crappy face. So I painted it, added a bit of mark. They're a bit too thick. Actually, they're very thick on his face, and it was supposed to add a bit of expression to give him like a very, very slight smirk. Same with the eyebrows. I positioned them to give him kind of a slight smirk expression. It worked out a little bit, but still doesn't look that great. You can see if you look very closely, there's like a small red mark on his head. That's supposed to be the thread, and the bandages on his eye, which I painted in an ivory color to give it more of a bandage look, and also make it look like that I didn't mess up on the eyes. So there's that. By the way, I don't have any fin hair pieces, so this is actually my Falcon's head from Infinity War. So I'm gonna have to. So I just have a bald Falcon now, and also his head is T'Challa's head from my T'Challa that I made. I'm not even sure if I showcased that figure, honestly. I think I scrapped his head. But yeah, this head was made back when I was using testers enamel paint, using Apple Barrel now. But yeah, there's Nick Fury. That's his face. I spent way too long on it. The sealant made his face a bit brighter and not as shiny. But now his torso is literally just the Lego torso. I just downloaded a picture of it and copy and pasted it, except made it crappier. It's literally just the torso, except I painted it so it looks bad. And that's what I was trying to say. And I forgot to add some dots on here. Yeah, even the belt, I didn't really care. The paint job, I didn't really care. Apparently there's some purple on there. Don't know where that got there. And the legs were just plain black legs. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if he wears the suit in the movie. I've only watched like one trailer, and I think it was the first trailer, and I just added some boots to him, because I assumed he would have some brown shoes, because why not? I don't know, I just didn't want to have plain black legs. And I gave him a gun, just because I'd assume he'd have a gun. Fun fact, here's Mr. Glass's cane, and Mr. Glass is played by Samuel L. Jackson, so it would be fitting. I don't know where we're going with this. This is longer than the first time I recorded this. Let's get to Captain Marvel, who's still over where I flicked her. Okay. Now, with Miss Marvel here, she is a figure that I have been working on for a very long time. Since, like, the beginning of February, actually. I never actually got any work on her done until, like, last week. And then I started working on her. Her head is Agent 13's head, and Wasp's head, which is where I got the head from. I'm going to remove the hair for a bit. And I painted the eyebrows. That way I can technically have an interchangeable face, even though I painted the neck. And I didn't paint the neck on the other side. So I guess I can't really have an interchangeable face. But speaking of which, I believe this is the very first time I have a painted neck. I think it looks pretty good, decent. Should have added, I think it should have been electrical tape though. Make it have a better aesthetic. And right here, the main reason why I never got any progress on this figure until like last week is because of these two peg marks, basically, on her chest. They were a pain in the butt to paint. Don't ask me why, but they were just really hard to paint. And they didn't work. One was always too big, or the shape was weird, and the shape is still a little bit weird, but I couldn't really make it any better. So I'm gonna put the hair back on, and you can see some of the silver ripped off because I didn't put sealant on it right there, because it's a last minute addition. And the hair is just bad. Some paint fell on. I guess some paint fell on it when I touched it, and then now it's just on there. I really like the hair color though. Changing subjects, but that's it for the hair. Not much else for the hair. Her eyebrows are slightly darker. I painted it in different color. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay, so the star is an atrocity. It was looking pretty cool, but then I decided to try to make it have like death and some art that I saw of someone who made this suit into Lego through digitally. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'll show a picture right here. Future me, edit that in, please. He deserves credit. I don't know who it was though. But yeah, I tried adding like little lines right here. This is not focusing. Please focus, thank you. But I tried adding lines right there. It didn't really look so good. It doesn't look good at all. Added some black lines to give it just a bit more detail. Looks okay. And these things are weird. I spent way too long painting them, and they looked okay. And then I made these little things, and they looked alright too, but then I decided they weren't thick enough. They should have been thicker, and I went ahead and made them thicker, but this one didn't look so good after I thickened it. This one did though, so they're just like this because I'm too lazy to repaint it. And then I have a bunch of silver highlights all over the figure, which is based off of, again, that figure that I showed a second ago, and also a bunch of pictures from set photos. There's just 3 dots right here, 3 dots right there, and then just a tiny bit of silver under the little thing, the little T lines. I don't know what to call that. Her belt, I was too lazy to paint all across the entire figure. I'm sorry, but there's some silver details on that too. And you can't even see it because it won't focus. Oh my gosh, it's so horrible right now. It's not focusing. Oh well. And right here, the lines don't work out too well. And then I had to put more lines on these lines in silver. And then I put them on again in black, plus a bit extra design. But you can't even see it. And then they're just little pocket things because she has little pocket shoulder, not shoulder blades, but just little pocket pads on her. And they look really weird, and they're kind of hard to paint, but I painted them on, and also they stretched out. There's some detail on here, and the sides, I just painted her sides to look weird. I just added silver on it to make it like a nice detail, so that's why that's there. And these knee pads, these silver knee pads, were last minute, right before I put on the sealant. They were just last minute because I saw in the picture of reference that she had like silver knee pads of the action figure that I was looking at. And her arms were almost completely last minute. Made them last night. They weren't too bad. And also, just silver detail. I mean, they look like the arms on the actual figure, but I just didn't care. And you can see there's a giant fingerprint on there because I'm impatient. And the silver is reflecting off the camera. And it's not looking good. And, yep, that's about it for this figure, and that's going to be about it for the showcase. I'm going to finish the showcase. I need water. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. I put a decent amount of work into her, not so much into him, and I'm going to start rating my figures at what I would say they would be out of 10. Don't ask why. It's just an idea that popped up the first time I recorded this. But for Nick Fury here, I almost said Nick Jonas, but for Nick Fury here, I'd rate him a 6 out of 10. Could have been much better, but I didn't really care. But he's a little bit better than mediocre, which would be 5, so I'm rating him at a 6. Captain Marvel would be a 7, because basically same problems as him, except I still put a decent amount of effort into her, and she actually took me a while to make. So she's a little bit higher up. But yeah, these figs, they took me a while to make. Hope we get the movie better be good. I really like this suit. I'll be making the red suit for when Endgame comes out, plus a little helmet mohawk thing that she has. I'll be doing that when Endgame comes out, because she'll be a figure for there in a red and blue suit. Hope you guys enjoy the showcase. I just keep rambling. Discord server in the description, hopefully, if I remember. Now, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and goodbye.